My name is Nwachukwu Chris Promise. That's my full name. And I am an environmentalist and an eco-evangelist, and also a community mobilizer. I joined the environmental space 5 years ago because I was before school. Then I studied computer science. So when I looked around, I got a very nice job in the bank where I was a customer care relationship manager with one of the top banks in Nigeria here. But after some few years, after some few months, just 2 months, I decided one day not to go to work because I wasn't happy with what I was doing, and what I was doing wasn't giving me satisfaction. So I needed something that could impact into the lives of people. Prior to then, I have always been fascinated about nature and everything about the environment. So at least I had one thing in mind. So one day I was thrown into a kind of trance, and this kind of green bean appeared to me, and because you know, most of the time that's how the mind works, and our mind is very intelligent. It's one of the intelligent things that God has given to us. So it actually saw that this young man is really bothered about how to make an impact in the society. And one of the nights I was thinking about it, I slept off with the thoughts of what I was doing. So something appeared to me. It was like a green bean. It wasn't taking a definite shape or something like that. And it took me around the whole world. I went around the whole world in that dream. Going around the whole world, I saw the beauty of the whole world. I saw everything from Antarctica. In fact, I thought I was watching a movie in that dream, from Antarctica to India, to Africa, to Asia, to Europe, to the Arctic region, to some of the deserts and all that. So I went around all the biomes of the world in that dream. So why that went on, then it took me to the beautiful parts of nature, and and they were all natural places. Then immediately after that, that took me to some of the horrible sites in the planet, and where we've done the actual damage of the whole thing. And it made me so much worried, and it began to tell me about the link. I never knew that everything in the planet was just was interconnected and all that. So it began to teach me some certain things to know that when one side is bad, the other side does not work too. And everything is in a loop. And we are part of the web of life. So why then should we destroy others? When we destroy others, we also destroy ourselves. And that was when I got the vision and began to run with it. And today we set up I met some of my friends. I went to, then I was, my LinkedIn account was basically for my professional use, for the professional work I do in the banking sector and all that. So none was for the environmental piece. I was just like a normal professional young man with my suit. Of course, if I could show you the picture when I started the environmental stuff, you would know that this guy was a professional first before I just had to change everything together. And I decided to run from the city to go to the village. So I went back to the village to start up the work. But first I looked at it, this is a new field and I don't really have an idea of running an NGO, running this initiative. So I had the skill. I'm a graphic designer and also a brand developer, and also help small businesses to be able to develop their brandings and get registered with the government, get some government grants and get some government stuff. So I decided to use this to be able to pay my bills and do other things while working with the environment. So I had to meet some of my few friends on Facebook. I saw one of them. He was my very good friend. We went to school together, and he actually was a wildlife enthusiast, and he was very good with web design. We connected some people across the across the internet space from the world. We joined hands together, and that was how we built the Green Promise Initiative. Today, although it started at the onset of the COVID-19, because I know if actually it was not for the COVID-19, we would have done better things ahead of it. So we couldn't achieve so much because of the COVID-19, but gradually we are getting our things done. We are doing some field works, we're doing some online activities, and we're also meeting up people. And of course, we are doing some few projects which are yet to be matured. And some of the works we are doing majorly is on environmental education and environmental education, ocean literacy and all that. Because I saw that education is one of the bedrock of sustainability. When people are aware, they are able to take action to their environment. So right now we are building role models. I tell people that the entertainment industries, other areas in the planet, they all have role models, and there are so many. But when you come to the environmental field, we are just very few, and that has caused and that has made the whole thing to become imbalanced. Because when you make yourself a role model for the environment, other people will see this and see that, oh, truly, there is life in this. People would like to join you to do it. So we're raising role models for the environment through meeting out to the young people, the younger generation, and teaching them more of things that are not in the curriculum of the school. So we set up eco clubs and going to the university students to be able to incorporate them. Also creating environmental awareness in my social media using my LinkedIn post for you to see the beautiful side of the planet. So it's not just about posting. You have to make some things, let people be able to connect with your post and be able to get their minds activated engaged in protecting our planet and our natural spaces, and also through policy making, engaging with government, and also in restorations of degraded lands, and also building up of sustainable livelihoods of the people in certain communities. So thank you very much for having me on your
Wonderful, wonderful,
program.
Chris. My first question is, how did India look in your dream? When you saw all the places, how did India look in your dream?
Well, I think just like I said, it's a mind thing, and
Yeah.
I believe that it was when that dream happened. I know I have seen a lot of pictures about India. India has the montane climate. The what's the climate again in India? It has a kind of monsoon climate and all that. Yes, monsoon. So, and the the some parts of India, especially the populated areas, had these plastic pollutions. But of
Oh,
course, I already know of this already, but I think because of the thoughts I had, it has to reflect in the dream too. So I saw the Indians were very, very keen in protecting their environment, because there were some parts we saw some rich biodiversity in India with all that. And I also saw some of the ecological disaster aspect of it, in terms of when the monsoon rain comes, it has a lot of effects on the lives of the people that are there, and it devastates the whole thing altogether. And the plastic pollution, so nothing more. So, but India is generally was a very beautiful place and lovely people to see.
thank you. Thank you. And my second point I'm making is, I love everything about Africa. African culture, the stories, the music, the tribal art, and all the jewelry that they wear. And my husband used to travel extensively to Africa, and I've got a lot of African artifacts. And apart from that, the terrain of Africa is, I mean, you have everything: desert, mountains, and beautiful waterfalls, and animals, and everything. Okay. Now, the third point is, we are doing exactly what you are talking about, and we are now wanting to go into education. So, we are looking to see how we can collaborate, how we can, like, I want to have these exchange programs that will come slowly, where we can send students to Nigeria and you can send here. We have to build it. We have to build the platform. We have to take it across, and it will take time. But as you said, we have no role models in environmental space, and we have to be our own role models, because whatever the politicians talk, with due respects to everybody, is it just goes in the air, and nothing much gets done, because we are still seeing the effects of global warming and all the animals that are in, peril. And okay, our
Yeah.
focal area is going to be on animals. Conservation is very important. To protect the animals, we need the forest. So, like, it is a loop, as you said, and we are connecting the dots. And we want, for some time at least, we'll be having this exchange of, conversations. And I, of course, follow your space on LinkedIn. And we will try to set up, because we have been discussing this for a very long time, Chris, you and I, about
Yes.
education. Yes, yes, Karthik,
Education.
you
Yeah.
know that almost a year now since I've been conversing with him about setting up this. So this idea is not something new, but the seed is taking a little longer to sprout, but it's already there in the
Of course.
ground. And I think the mud is arid and dry, so we'll have to wait for the Indian monsoons to fall over and to sprout it up for us. But
Oh, yes.
we are taking sufficient measures, and we are working with experts like you, connecting with people, like-minded people. We create this ecosystem where, as you said, we don't need role models. Everybody is going to be a hero. Anybody who works is a hero here. So we, like, there's going to be no hierarchical system where somebody is a boss. That is where the system fails. It can
Mm,
happen in a bank or a government, but it cannot work in the environment, because the actual guy who's going down the drain to pick up the plastic, he's the hero, he's the boss, not someone who's
correct.
dictating him to do it. So we had our first talk with an expert on plastics. He was from Netherlands, and I'm still trying to bring that machine here. And India needs a lot of machines, because India really churns out a lot of plastic, and anywhere it is populated, it is really large amounts. And Africa is doing a lot of good work, because I see how they do the plastic into dresses.
Eco blocks.
Yes,
Eco
eco
blocks
blocks
and
being made.
dresses.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of good work. I follow Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya. The good work is going on all around. So I've been watching Africa not just for this. I mean, it's a passion for me to watch Africa, because I think it is the origin of everything. Africa gave us the music to food, and I love African food. And Ethiopian food is my top of the list favorite. Yes, I love it.
I India. I've tried one the other day.
Okay, okay. And how do you suggest that we have more interactions like this? And what is your take on? I mean, like, we want, now that we have spoken, there is a conversation happening, a discussion
Yes.
happened, and
Yeah.
so after the two discussion happened, what is the third dimension that you're coming into?
Now, although we've talked about this, that was last year, and before some sorts of things happened then. I think we have to kick it off again,
Hmm.
because uh, there was someone, one of the reverend sisters in the Green Promise Initiative we talked to, and when we were saying that, we talked about this exchange program. We talked about it extensively,
Hmm.
because I've noticed that part of biodiversity is, if we want to be part of this whole diversity of the environment, there needs to be a kind of actions that needs to be taking place. People should not be closed with what they see around. When you travel around, you get more knowledge, and you bring it back to your own country. And when this is being done, your perspective change about the way of people, and you can live very, 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 very closely with people and understand how they think. So it's very possible. And one of the ways I wanted to engage with you was through education, because education was very important. There was this initiative which I would have loved us to join. It's a global education initiative. We can build more educators in the environmental field who people could model their lives to and their lifestyle. So that was one of the things which I wanted us to engage also. And this year is a very big issue in our space here, and we need to see how we can engage every participant in it. Because apart from that, it could create wealth, even for wealth and sustainable livelihood for people and communities. I last month I had a visitor from Germany, which I took around Nigeria because he wanted to work on invest on plastic the plastic stuff. And then I met with several people, although I myself have done some few projects on plastic because we use it to teach young people on how to do that. But because we still use the crude means, because first is that I know when the machines are not really there, you can just use the crude means and you get what you want to do. But the thing is just to impact the knowledge in the young people, and it was very interesting. So we were able to create some eco bricks. If I was in my office, it's just today I'm not in the office, I would have showed you some samples of the eco bricks which the children have done, and also with also spinning the plastics into clothing. So these are very important, and also to create some few designs using some of the materials which the students themselves could also display and all that. So I know these are part of the whole education thing. So engaging with the young people in whatever platform it may take, it still involves education, and we need more educators to it. And this will bring up this. So if this is what we are actually going into with in Mods and Mind, I believe that it would make a very huge sense in it.
Yeah, I want to connect with more people like okay, let us say that we are connected now with Green Promise, and Green Promise is connected with 10 others, and we are connected with 10 others. Bring everybody under one umbrella system, then we can have a global education possible. But otherwise also we are wanting to create a local education system itself, of which definitely I would like you to be a part of, as I've already discussed with you before. And another thing is like sustainable living comes with teaching, like imparting training and mentoring and knowledge sharing is very important. And as you said,
Yeah.
travel definitely changes the way we view our planet and our country in general, because circular
Mm.
economy is an age old tradition in India. Okay, it goes back, it comes back, but we have been doing it without our knowledge of the word that is newly coined in Europe, like they are going in for the circular economy thing. But so we already have a lot of ancient knowledge. Africa and India can give to the world the lot of ancient knowledge. We can give that and take what is modern from them. At the same time, what does not serve us, we can say no. Because with due respects to all the countries in the world, it's the West which created plastic and consumerism, because of which the entire planet is today suffering. So we have to cut down on any kind of needs itself. We have to just have sustainability is a misused term, that again, because nobody already knows what is sustainability anymore. It is like love is affection, love is lust, love is sex. So you don't know, you just lost that concept of what is what now. So we should not unnecessarily use that word. I try to avoid sustainability in any of my talks nowadays, because people, a lot of people who want to be in this field try to think that using that word again and again makes them some kind of like it's becoming more political. We don't
Mm-hmm.
need that. We need to upgrade our environmental consciousness to a level that without using the word, we have to show to the world what it is, which is what spirituality is. You don't show what God is, what religion is, but you live that path to show them what it is going to be. And we have to start at grassroots, in the sense kids are very important. And then I'm connecting with all the architects like Karthik, we are having a lot of architects who create mud houses and cob houses and all that. So, so we are going to not just create an educational community, but we want to create an ecosystem where eco-living becomes very fundamental, which is what Africa has a lot to teach to the world, because African community is about community living. Okay, so we have lot to learn from them and how it can be transported into modern society living. At the same time, how we can connect the dots across the world to save all the beings that are, inside. So it is not. I mean, already we are very late because we have ruined and ruined. The rhinos have literally gone out. We don't have a single one, even in confined zoos. Also, we cannot find a single rhino. That is a big, big loss for the planet. So now our role, as we see Mud and Mind, is about conservation, which is very important, about tigers, because that is our national animal, and tigers are really depleting and declining in the wild. If tigers are gone, man is gone. Bees are gone, man is gone. Butterflies are gone, man is gone. So it is not one thing that we do today is going to give a result tomorrow. It is all the small things that we do today that can connect and encourage the younger citizens to take this up as a real profession and not go get into banks and MNCs and IT companies, because this is where your future is. This is the future. Your past is your future. That is one thing about environmental space. In any other space, we can talk about the now. Okay, you be now, you be in the now, you be in the now. That is what mindfulness is about. But I would really tell the world that you have to be in the past to be in the future, because we have
Of course.
done the damage in the past, which is what is going to reflect in the future. So, like we have to yo-yo between the two paradigms and bring about a constant and imminent change. And before you joined us, I've spoken very bad about you, that he doesn't come every time we fix a call, he just goes missing. So today I openly admit to the world that it is my fault in not reading your time correctly. Because now otherwise Karthik will not be able to trust me after what I've spoken about you. Yeah, yes, and so I think it has been a very enlightening conversation. Yes,
Mm.
and because you have resonated with all the things that are there inside my mud mind, cultivate life now. So thank you so much for joining us. Any more your last words for us? What would you say?
Yeah,
It's been
it's a good one.
awesome
It's a good
story.
one because
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Sorry, it was awesome. It was awesome. Please continue.
oh, thank you.
And
It's
one minute, some questions, after which you can do the conclusion. Yes, Karthik.
okay.
Yeah. It's really great that we got to know about your story. How did you start the Green Promise initiative? And even I'm following your LinkedIn posts and all. I very really interesting and I just want to know how. So are you also conducting any courses right now? Like anybody's joining you, and are you conducting any courses in your Green Promise initiative?
You said, am I
Conducting any courses?
Conducting any courses?
Courses in your
do we take courses in the Green Promise Initiative?
Yes.
No, we don't take courses in the Green Promise Initiative. It's basically what we did was we developed a curriculum. Just it's quite scattered. We've not put it into a book, which is what we use to teach the younger generations. So we rolled down several topics in the curriculum and use it as a means for educating them.
Yes, we'll do that. And your last words now.
Yeah, I'm an advocate of indigenous living, just like what you said. Because when I told people that before westernization and the whole Anthropocene age came in, our forefathers and ancestors were all living, even in the secular society, even more than us. And the best thing about it is that they use the form of meditation, form of connections with everything that they had. And that was why they were able to live in respect and in harmony with nature, and not apart from it. I told you there was some of the talks which I've had on indigenous indigenous views. I told them that when our forefathers they go to the forest to take some herbs to heal someone who is suffering from an ailment, they believe that there is a spirit in every plant. So when they want to do that, they take permission. It's a form of reverence. They take permission from the plants and tell the plant, this is what I want to use this for to do. When I use this, please make sure it heals the person. That was their belief. But now, what do we do with the new modern age? We just go to the forest with our chainsaws and everything, and cut down everything without respect, without, as if we just take it as nothing, as just a means of exploiting the whole thing and all that. So a new generation has come through Mods and Mind, and it would really be enlightening if this collaboration works, because it's part of the SDG 17 partnership. So collaboration works. No man is in isolation of everything. Most of the whole thing, if we can do it together, others we actually join. And I have a very one of the projects which we are doing. I told you we are doing some number of projects, and I know I have to. That means I have to really work hard to see that this project is achieved. We are trying to get about 10 hectares of land in Nigeria here, and in that 10 hectares of land, we want to build an eco village there.
I'll come.
So this eco village.
Design it. I'm there. I'm there.
So
yes.
we're doing this in partnership with Forestly. So there we're going to have some courses on permaculture. We will do some researches there. So people from across the world will be coming there to learn more. We'll add some spiritual and mindful connection to it. So so people could actually connect with nature, not like living apart with it. So this is what we are trying to do, and it's gonna be a very big project. I'm already in talks with most of them, so a lot of practices will be done, even this plastic stops, and we'll be learning. So if hopefully by God's grace we secure this, because it has to go a whole lot of ways, because I actually don't like working with government because of the whole politics thing that is there. I could remember when United Nations Environmental Program, they sent some money, some fundings for an ecological project in one of the communities, and they involved me in it. And maybe they looked at me as a young person, and I don't really know what was going on. I came in there with a mind to serve the people and to do the work. But I never knew that these people came in with a mind of corruption in it. What they did was that I was the second to that because of the knowledge I have about some of this. What they did was to sideline me from the whole project. The project wasn't done. Then one of the days I was reading in the news and I saw that they said that the project has been done. And I don't know where they get some photoshopped pictures about it, and they posted it online. I was like, oh my God. I went back to the Ministry of Environment and told them, how could you guys sideline me? Where did you guys do the project? Lo and behold, no project was done. And where is the money? The money was shared between them. So you can see the whole thing. So this is one of the things that are affecting.
This is what is happening for centuries now. Okay. There is a lot of money going, but where it's going, we don't know. So we want to keep it real time, actually real time. And whatever you have told about the eco-village, exactly my work. I mean, you see on LinkedIn. So all that is my work. And the spiritual aspect is very important, because the environmental spirituality is very important. That is how it connects the people. And as you said, the indigenous knowledge is very ancient. And even in India, we pray before we pluck leaves, and we don't do it after sunset. After sunset, the plants go to sleep, and we take permission, we pour water, and then only we take the leaves or flowers.
Totally no difference.
Yeah. But
Totally.
see, as you said, the invasions have created a wrong culture. The only way to save the environment is for all of us to go back to our ancient culture and relearn what we have lost. We are not going to do anything new, actually. We have to again repeat the grandfather stories and bring from there what was existing once. That is what I told you. We go from past to future, not from now to future. That is the change
Yes.
in environmental space today. We can only go from past to future, not from now to future. Now is for other areas in the world, but only for environment, we need to go from past to future. And I think it is happening very nicely. Even for us to be connected today, it's because of the blessings from nature. I
Yeah.
think, yeah, it is bringing a lot of experts to the space, and we want to grow, and we want to do exactly what you told about buying land and creating that. So we will share the knowledge, and we will have some of our designs there, and some of your designs can come into ours, so that we will know, like, African paintings. And I listen to a lot of African songs. I like a lot music. Or yeah, my favorite is Kona, Uhuru's Kona. Have you listened to this song? I just
Yeah, I know
love him.
that.
I love him. Yeah, I just love him. And I will tell Karthik to add it as part of this video also. And I like the drawings there. So I've already put in my head, when I build that eco village, it's going to be the drawing on the mud houses. So I want to bring that because what happens is they cannot accept that we can go on creating new things. They wanted to churn out the same things again and again and again and again. That is what has caused the depletion of the planet. We can wear one bark of wood, we can wear a clay, and we look beautiful. We don't need metal. Okay, so we have to stop consuming. That is something that we have to teach as part of a curriculum. Consumption has to go completely, production has to go completely. Otherwise, recycle will become the new plastic of the future. Yes.
Yeah, people say what do you call it? System change.
Yes.
System change.
Yes.
System change.
Yes.
And but because when you look at it, the whole system is not changing at all. It's
No,
not changing at all.
it's
And
not.
I found out that I have been invited to attend a whole lot of conferences on sustainability, just like the COP26 that happened. But one thing I told the people that invited me. I told them that if I give a speech there, or I tell people about what is happening, will the people's mind actually be changed? He said, yes. I said, I have never seen the people's mind changed in any of the conferences you guys have been having. And they were like shocked. I told them, yes, I just declined it. But hopefully one of the days I will just go there and tell them the truth. I hope the whole world accepts it, because that's just the fact. That's just the fact about it.
That is what they are unable to digest. They cannot digest that we are speaking the truth today. But we have to keep doing it. That is the only way we can heal the planet. The planet needs healing, not saving. We can't save, because nature can save itself if we just don't do anything also. Nature has got, yes, just leave it. Just leave it. In fact, don't grow forests, don't grow this, just leave it. Don't do damage. Don't do more damage. Just stay off. That is what they can't accept. All the people who are talking about all these, as you say, conferences, why are they traveling across in first class and business class to attend the conferences? That itself is a farce. So, our work is going to be fundamentally talking not about the waste, but how we are going to save what is there as resources with
actions.
us. Yes.
Proactive actions.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us, Chris. And
thank you very much.
Welcome you on board as a partner, and we will be partnering with you. And the collaborations have to be mutual. And we hope to have more sessions, and we will plan for the good of the planet. And for that, we need good people. So we have to grow them, not the plants. So when we grow a child and put the seed inside the child's head about environment, they will grow that plant that we need. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a very nice day, and we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, bro. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.